Hello my beautiful teenagers. If you found this video, you're probably a teenager going through a lot, or you just saw the hook and you were interested. So today's video, we're going to be talking about how you need to stop allowing people to make you the butt of the joke, okay? Because at some point, you have to realize people aren't laughing with you anymore, they're laughing at you. And high school is full of people who attest how much disrespect you're willing to tolerate just to fit in. So a lot of teenagers become the funny friend because they think making people laugh will make people like them. But the difference between being funny and being the group punching bag are two different things. So yeah, let's talk about it. If every joke somehow ends with everybody laughing at you, if your friends are constantly embarrassing you in front of people, if they disrespect you and they say, oh, we're just joking, that is not a friendship. You're being picked on and you're being targeted at being the butt of the joke, right? So one of the saddest things about high school is watching people laugh at disrespect just so they won't feel left out. And honestly, I get it, because my entire high school experience up until I was probably a senior in high school was people literally humiliating me and making me the butt of the joke, and I just laughed it off each time. And it didn't stop until I became a senior. And by senior year, if you're a senior watching, you know how it is. You don't give a fuck. You're just ready to graduate. If anyone tests you, they're gonna get slapped. That was like my whole mindset my senior year. So I was slapping bitches left and right. I was not letting people make me the butt of the joke. I wasn't tolerating it. I had had enough. And I had grew this sense of like confidence in myself that I didn't have before. But before, I was scared of being alone. I wanted to have friends. I wanted to fit in like every single person in high school. And I allowed people to make me the butt of the joke time and time again. So stop accepting the disrespect. The moment you realize that people are making you the butt of the joke, you need to remove yourself. Stop laughing. If someone is making fun of you and it hurts your feelings, why the fuck are you laughing? And that is something that I used to ask myself, because I look back to my freshman, my sophomore, my junior year, and I thought to myself, like, why did I allow people to literally make fun of me? Why was I laughing with them? They weren't laughing with me. They were laughing at me. They were making me their punching bag. They were making me their guinea pig. And I've gotten over it. I've healed from those situations. I've moved on with my life. And I found, massive success in my own life. But I look back and I'm like, why did I allow that, Because when people are embarrassing you for their entertainment, that's humiliation. So stop trying so hard to be accepted by people who don't even respect you. Stop pretending everything is okay just to keep the peace. Stop letting people embarrass you for your entertainment, and stop accepting that, oh, that's just how they are, as an excuse for bad behavior. Because what people don't let you know is that eventually, when you're the butt of the joke for so long, it starts affecting how you see yourself. You start thinking, well, maybe I am annoying. Maybe I am weak. Maybe I deserve to be treated like that. And then it comes to a point where like the disrespect gets so normalized, you don't even blink an eye to it. And that's what happened to me. Now, later in this video, I'm going to talk about a situation where I vindicated myself after high school, but during high school it became so normalized that I just was like, oh, well, like, people are gonna disrespect me, it is what it is. Fuck no. And I think the part about this that's so infuriating to me is that it'd be your quote-unquote friends, the people you sit with every day, the people you trust, the people who claim they love you, right? They're the ones who make fun of you. But the real friends, they're not going to constantly humiliate you to entertain themselves or other people. A real friend is not going to make you anxious to speak. A real friend is not going to make you the target. They're not going to enjoy embarrassing you publicly. That's just not what a real friend is. But when you're in high school, you're in this survival mode of like, I need friends, I don't want to be alone. You're willing to accept anything. But if someone only values when you're quiet or self-deprecating or easy to laugh at, they don't respect you, they don't like you, and they're not your fucking friends. So that's why boundaries is very important. And I know a lot of teenagers, they struggle with boundaries because no one wants to be the person that has no friends, right? Nobody wants to be the girl or the boy sitting alone at lunch, especially if you have some like sense of popularity. You don't want to go from popular to eating alone by yourself, or popular to walk in the halls during lunch. You don't want to be that person, but you have to teach people how to treat you, and you cannot tolerate disrespect disguised as jokes, right? So I'm going to kind of teach you guys how you can break out of being the person who's always the butt of the joke. First of all is confidence, okay? Confidence changes social dynamics. Stop over-explaining yourself. Stop chasing approval. Stop allowing people to make fun of you. It's really that simple, because the people clowning you in high school, they are so insecure with themselves. So confident people don't need to humiliate others to make them feel important. A lot of people who are making fun of you and making you the butt of the joke, they're literally just insecure themselves, and they want you to be, you have to imagine how they're treating you is how they feel about themselves, and they want you to feel how they feel, and they kind of want to reverse the roles. Don't let them. Don't let them. Okay? Don't. So I understand, like I said, how hard it is to find that confidence in high school because you don't want to be alone. But if you're someone who continues to allow someone to bully them and make them the butt of the joke, it's going to affect you when you're older. You're going to be 25, 30, 35, 40, thinking about those moments where everyone was having fun at lunch and then randomly one kid starts making fun of you and then the whole group starts making fun of you. It's going to haunt you. So if you're someone who's like, well, I don't care, I'd rather be made fun of than be sitting alone at lunch, that's okay, that's fine, do you, but just know that there is a price to pay for that. There is a price to pay, okay? And like I said, I paid that price my senior year where I was having to slap people. People were so comfortable disrespecting me that I had to just start slapping bitches. So my price was getting in fights, and now my reputation went from being the butt of the joke to being the girl who fights. So, yeah. But if you're someone who's like, you know what? I don't want to be the butt of the joke anymore. I don't want to go to lunch and everything's cool, and then all of a sudden I'm getting made fun of and poked at. I love that for you, and I admire your confidence because I wish I would have had that confidence as a teenager. But I can honestly tell you the best thing that you can do for yourself if you don't want to be the butt of the joke anymore is just nip it in the bud. If, next time you're at lunch and people start clowning you, I want you to breathe in deep and just snap on their asses. Just be like, hey, enough. I'm not the butt of the joke. Y'all aren't going to make fun of me at lunch because if y'all are, I'm going to remove myself and we won't be talking again. Or stop it. It's weird. I'm not the butt of the joke. Cut it out. And you will realize that these people, they will leave you alone. These quote-unquote friends, they will never make you the butt of the joke again because now instead of them humiliating you, you've just humiliated them because you've called out their behavior. There's so many situations where I know that if I would have called out someone's behavior, they would have stopped. Oh, okay. Now let me go into the situation where I really vindicated myself and, I made my younger self proud. So like I said, my whole entire high school pretty much was people testing me every fucking day. I was fighting for my life, guys. I was fighting for my life, okay? And I made it out of high school. I graduated, and I ended up becoming extremely successful, massively successful. Everybody's dream to blow up and prove their hate is wrong is what happened to me. I'm still in my early 20s. I'm only 22, but I can tell you guys right now I'm massively successful. So I ended up, proving everybody wrong. And one day I ended up coming back to my hometown for this college event. And I go to my hometown and I go to the college event and I see everyone that I went to high school with because in my city, no one ever really leaves their hometown. They just kind of stay where they're at. So they go to high school in the same city. They go to college in the same city. They end up getting a job in the same city. And it's weird. So I ended up seeing someone that I knew, and I saw a lot of people that I knew, and everyone was being nice. Everyone was like, oh my God, you made it big, whoa. And I'm on the college campus, right? And I see this one kid. He's cute, one of the little boys I used to like. And I'm standing next to some of my homegirls from high school, and we're laughing, and he comes up to me and he's like, oh, hey, what's up? And they're, we're not really talking to him, but, the girls are like, oh my God, you look so good. You had a glow up. You look amazing. And he's like, oh no, she does not look good. And everyone in the group kind of pauses, and I'm like, right. So then the girl next to me, she's like, no, bitch, you've been that girl. You've been that girl since the beginning. And he's like, oh no, no, you weren't. I remember you. She was not that girl. And I looked at him and I go, excuse me? We're not doing that. I don't know who you're talking to, but it's not me. Watch your fucking mouth when you're talking to me. I don't play those games. And he tried to retract. He was like, oh, no. I said, no, you meant exactly what you said. I'm not the butt of the joke. I'm not here for that. I'm a grown-ass woman who pays bills. And immediately, the energy in the room shifted. He got red. He got embarrassed. He walked away. And I took control of the situation, and everybody was like, whoa, she is not playing. But the reason why everybody reacted so, dramatically was because a few years before, we were just in high school, and I would have been that girl who had laughed. I would have laughed at him making fun of me. I would have laughed at him telling me that I wasn't all that and that I didn't look good. But now that I'm a grown woman and I'd made it big and I have more confidence, I shut it down. And there was nothing more powerful that I felt in that moment than standing up for myself in that moment. So, stand up for yourself. Do not allow people to make you the butt of the joke because you're not the butt of the joke. They are. So let's open up this discussion. If you're someone who you feel like every time you come around, people start making fun of you or you start becoming the butt of the joke, let's talk about it in the comments and how it made you feel. And, like, subscribe, send to a friend who you think needs to hear this, and, see you in the next video. Mwah.